That's it, man. And I just want to have good this is what this is. Good conversations, good people, just having a good time. Just and my mom has continually hammered home the notion of don't take life so seriously. Because for years I've taken it
like
so
that
serious.
book back in the day, Don't Sweat the Small Stuff.
Yeah, man. I've always been so hard on myself. I've always been so, and the last couple of years have been fucking trauma inducing in their own ways. Kenji with the seizures, my fucking booty surgery, just like all these different things. The stresses with clients, the stresses with the economy, this and that. And it's just like, you know what, man, shit's gonna always work out for the better. It really is. It always does. Everything has always worked out for the better for me. And I have to continually reinforce that and mentally stay in a good place, be positive, be proactive, and have a good time. That's the most important part.
I think the more people really look at the tribulations that you go through, it always leads to something better.
Yeah.
Well, I can't say that. Depends on how you deal with the tribulations. Mm-hmm. If you take it in stride and not try to think and ask God, if you're a religious person, be like, God, why you do this to me? Don't ask that. If you really trust God, then trust the process.
Yep.
He's doing it for a reason, and you're going to come out on top. You got to realize that. Like I use this quote all the time with my clients, my family. I'm like, there's nothing better than a comeback story.
Facts.
You may think you're down, and Lord knows, these people know I've been down many times. There's no better feeling than not getting help and doing it and coming back out on top. It makes you stronger. It makes everything that you've done worthwhile. If everything is just given to you easy, you don't cherish it. You don't respect it.
Well, that's why you see those millionaire kids that grew up in that environment that fuck it and piss it all away. They fuck it all up because they never had to work for that shit and appreciate it themselves. They never got their hands dirty and built the company up. They just inherited it. They felt like they were due something just because they were born into that family, and that was it.
Yeah.
So it's a crazy thing. Mindset's everything, man. It really is.
Mindset
is fucking everything. So yeah, I gotta be more positive. Not I have to. I just gotta continue. Be more positive, taking life less, just having fun. Like for a long time, man, because of the stresses of just having to get to the, like let's say I had a shoot yesterday. I had a shoot yesterday and I used some of these cameras for that shoot.
Having to bring them all back here.
I got to bring them back to the office, 30 minutes away. Then I got to set it up. Then I got to get there early before the podcast. It became a chore in a lot of different ways.
And you lost the love for it.
And yeah, you just, it becomes a job. And now everything becomes a job. My work has become a job, and that's okay. You know, you start looking at profit margins and how much time you're spending on projects, and it's a little different than when I first started and you could just fucking pump a video out and take 3 days of just straight editing and try new things and this and that. It's like, no, you got to be more efficient with your time now.
Yes.
But having my space that I actually can move around and have more free will in here and be able to like actually do more things and get the live. This is the first piece to getting live streams up and running. To do some live streams, man. We had fun that time.
It was good.
We had a good time
really,
with that.
really good.
And then it's just once again, it's just getting people in here to come that believe in the vision, that know where we can go with this thing, that want to jump on for the ride, and that's really what we're coming down to. And just taking life not as seriously, having fun. That's really the message that I gotta nail home now.
That's the truth. You really do. You got to enjoy what you do. If you don't, you said it. When you love what you do, it's easy for you to make money. That's how I feel. If you are struggling to cope and to handle what you're doing, or even getting up and getting to work, it shows. It shows in your conversation. It shows in your like mannerisms. It shows in your energy, and nobody's gonna want to be around you. But if you genuinely love doing what you do, and you find the love in doing what you do, it's gonna be easy for you. It's gonna be really, really easy. People flock to positive energy, whether or not people flock to negative like news and stories and shit like that. But when it comes to being around a person, people can't help but to enjoy being around positivity. They can't, and sometimes they literally want to feed off of your energy. And sometimes it can be a little overbearing too, because then you're like, damn, I'm giving energy every, left and right. But, fuck it, man. If you love what you do, you got a little extra energy to give. So
Tony, the Tony Robbins saying, you said that you loved the saying prior, but one of the Tony Robbins sayings that align with, why is this happening to me is what you were saying earlier, just a couple of seconds ago. One of the Tony Robbins sayings is, life happens for us, not to us.
Mm-hmm.
And I love that,
Yeah.
man. And I'm sure he got that from somebody. I'm sure that's not his original quote. But I do love that saying because it's true, man. And sometimes through bad shit, through feeling fucking off, through business deals falling through or trials and tribulations, stuff like that, you have to keep repeating that to yourself. Life happens for us, not to us. Even the stuff with Kenji, man, like it sucks. Sucks that my dog has seizures. Like that was a trauma thing that I was not ready for when it happened. For him to have epilepsy, for me to be on edge all the time because it's like, oh, something happening. Like, dude, I can't leave him at home, and just freaking out all the time. And oh, he got to get his medicine every 12 hours, and we just added another medicine a few weeks ago, and this and that. And amazing. Truth be told, he's been doing great. Knock on wood. I hate to like almost jinx myself because I'm weird with that shit, but he's been doing great. He's been eating all his food. He's been a good little pup. He's been great. So I feel like this teaches me a lesson in general to just appreciate him and just just love him when he's around because he could live to 15. He could live to he's gonna be 4 this year. He could live to 4. You never know. So you have to just appreciate the things while they're around you. And the same thing goes for people, opportunities. Nothing lasts forever, but enjoy the ride as we go. And I love the podcast, man. This has been I haven't made any money on this fucking thing. I've spent a lot of money, but I haven't made any money on this thing. And I know I'm going to make money on this. It just
because you love it.
Because I do love it. And I love just talking to genuine people and putting the messages out there and hopefully inspiring other people.